Welcome, dear students. This is the important course of your BSc Agriculture program in 5th semester. This is the elective course ELCT AGRON 311, Elect Agron 311. The course name is Agricultural Waste Management. This is the elective course. Why we say this elective course? Because you have elected to read this course. There is a list of 5 courses. To read one elective course is compulsory for you, but there is a list of 5 courses and you have to elect one course to read in this semester. All are of 3 credits. So this course is the elective course Agricultural Waste Management. This is the very important course because agricultural activity which produces food for us, it also produces a lot of waste. This lot of waste, we used to say it agricultural waste. If we don't manage these waste very properly, this will create a lot of problem. So this is the course Agricultural Waste Management. Here I am giving you the first lecture of Unit 1. The topic is Introduction to Agricultural Waste Management. I am Dr. Pankaj Srivastava, Professor in School of Agriculture. So here in this course Introduction to Agricultural Waste Management, you will come to know the definition of agricultural waste, because we will start it with the definition of agricultural waste, and by this definition we will come to know that what is waste and what is agricultural waste. There are some problems which arises in the country or in the society due to the agricultural waste. So that problems we will see in this course. Because there is a problem, so its management is important. So what are the importance of waste management or agriculture? Importance of agricultural waste management, that we will see in this lecture. Advantage and disadvantage of waste management. Now you may think that if there is a lot of waste generation, and if we manage it properly, if we don't manage it properly, then there will be a problem. So if we manage it properly, so there are the advantages of agricultural waste management. So how can it be a disadvantage? Why I am saying the disadvantage of waste management we will study, but you will come to know in this lecture. Waste generation in India, because waste generation is related to the agricultural production. So how much waste is generated in India, this will also be read in this lecture. The improper waste handling. What is the improper waste handling? That we will see here. And if we avoid the improper handling, then what are the steps for the proper waste management? So next topic will be the steps in waste management. And when we manage the waste, so definitely we are going to utilize it, or we are going to utilize its product. So what are the utilization of agricultural waste, that also we will see in this lecture. So this is an introductory lecture. This lecture will give you the idea of agricultural waste, its problem, and the importance of its management. So how it will be managed, what process, I will tell you here just as an introduction. In the whole course you will study that how this agricultural waste will be managed. So first we come to the definition of agricultural waste. So before coming to the agricultural waste, we should see what is waste. So any material which is not desirable for us, which is not usable for us, or the material which we don't want, that is the waste for us. Not only, see, you can consider anything. Waste means unwanted or undesirable, unusable material which is not for use of us. So there are certain waste which is waste everywhere. There are certain things which is waste for us, and there are certain materials which are of our use, but because of some defect or because of some spoilage we have discarded it, we have rejected it to use it. So that material is also known as waste. For example, if we see potato, when we produce potato in our field, potato is the economic part, but in the process of potato production, lot of straw will also be produced. Potato stems, potato leaves, it will dry after the crop production, and these dry leaves and stems, this straw will be produced by the potato. So that is waste, but potato is not waste. Potato is the economic part of our crop. While selecting the potatoes, there may be some potatoes which are defective, which are spoiled by the rotting or some other disease or as an insect effect. So we reject that potatoes, that is spoiled potato. So that spoiled potato is not a waste. Potato is the economic part. We want potato, but this rejected potato we don't want. So in addition to the straws produced by the potato crop, this spoiled potato is also a waste. So this rejected material is also a waste. Even for industrial use, the material which is rejected because of the poor quality, that is considered as the waste. So this is the waste definition of waste or meaning of waste for all material, whether it is agricultural material or non-agricultural material. This is the meaning of waste. For example, this pen, we use this pen. Pen is the thing of use, but after some time when it becomes old and it is breaked, so this broken pen we don't want to use, then we throw it as a waste. So rejected material is also waste. Agricultural waste refers to the material produced from the agricultural operations. So what are the agricultural operations? These agricultural operations are crop cultivation, livestock production, poultry production, and the allied activity is processing. So this agricultural processing activity is the allied activity with agricultural, but the waste which is generated by this processing industry is also considered as the agricultural waste. So this is the photo of sugarcane plot, because sugarcane trash is a big problem. When we produce sugarcane, this cane is the economic part, but lot of leaves and dry leaves which is produced by the sugarcane, this dry leaves is called as sugarcane trash. So this a lot of trash is dumped in the field only. So how this trash will be managed and this can be utilized, this we will study in this course. Otherwise farmers go for the burning. So burning of sugarcane trash is not a desirable thing. It is not a desirable, or it is not, burning of the sugarcane is not a good waste management. So this is the definition of agricultural waste. The problems which arise because of the agricultural waste. The problem is environmental pollution or air pollution, because environmental pollution means air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, everything, it comes under environment. So because of this agricultural waste, air pollution occurs, water pollution occurs, soil pollution occurs, and it also reduces the long-term agricultural yield, the productivity of soil is lost. So the long term yield is reduced, and this improper management of waste also creates a problem of health for the human and for the animals. It also creates the problem for the aquatic life, and the one more problem of this agricultural waste is eutrophication. See, these are the problems of agricultural waste. These problems are associated with the improper management of agricultural waste. If we do the proper management, these problems will not arise. In the first photograph, you are seeing that farmer is burning the hay or burning the straw. What happens in most of the cases in sugar cane, in wheat, or in case of cotton, even in case of rice, lot of straw is burned by the farmers. So because of the burning you are seeing in this first photograph, lot of fog is created, and because of this fog air pollution occurs. In the lower photograph you are seeing at the side of farm, when farmer produced potato and tomato, all the rejected material, the farmer most of the time they throw it at the side of the field or at the roadside. So at the roadside it creates a problem of waste. Definitely it will rot, but it will rot over a period of time. During that time, even after rotting, during rotting it is creating a big problem. So during the rotting, lot of microorganisms will develop here, lot of insect, this waste which is thrown roadside, it will attract lot of insect also. So lot of disease will spread near the village. So this health hazard will be created by this improper handling of waste for the humans and for the animals also. Because sometimes you people see that your cattle while walking will go into this waste, will go towards this waste, and your cattle will eat something from this waste. There are a lot of microorganisms are developing in this waste. So some health problem may arise for your cattle. Lot of microorganisms, lot of house flies, they will visit this waste, then again they will visit your village, and the health problem will be created. Pollution will also be created by this burning and by the rotting both. Because this is uncontrolled rotting, lot of hazardous microorganisms will be there in this waste. So it will also pollute so lot of bad smell will be generated by that. So there will be the air pollution. The things which is generated, the biochemicals which is generated during the rotting, it will go to the water and it will go to the soil. So it will pollute your water also, it will pollute the soil also. Reduction in the yield, in long term yield, because of the burning, the upper surface of soil become very hot. When the soil will become very hot, there should be a good micro or microbial population in the soil for good fertilizer management. This burning on the soil surface will kill the beneficial microorganisms of the soil. It will also denature the nutrients present in the soil. So when you burn the straw on your soil surface, then next season when you will go for the cultivation of the crop, the demand of the fertilizer for the soil will be more, and you will meet it by the chemical fertilizer only, because there is no microbes to generate or to solubilize the nutrients, and even the nutrient status of the soil will lost. So the long term yield is reduced. So air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, yield reduction and health hazard. Next is aquatic life, because when this water from this rotting area it will go to the water bodies, the aquatic life of the water bodies will be affected. Another harm of the waste is eutrophication. This eutrophication is a new term for you, so please understand this term eutrophication. Eutrophication means overnourishment. It is also called as hypertrophication. So hypertrophication means overnourishment. Now you will tell that if the nutrients are more, then how it is a harm? Actually, these materials, these waste materials, even in second picture you are seeing a lot of organic carbon, lot of organic matter, and lot of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. This will be added to the water or to the soil. So near this area, the material which is substrate for the microbial growth, for the growth of bacteria, for the growth of fungus, these nutrients content will be very more, which will flourish the fast growth of fungus, bacteria and microorganisms. So these will create a problem. Even one more point in air pollution is that when you will burn lot of straw or lot of hay on your field or straw on your field, this burning will absorb the oxygen of the atmosphere. So air pollution will also create it there. So these are the problems. These problems are associated with the improper management of the waste. So this is the reason that waste management should be considered, should be understood, and it should be followed. So what is the waste management? Waste management is the collective means of the management from the points of its inception to its final disposal. So all the steps which you follow at the point of waste generation, you will go to the point of waste generation, you will collect the waste from that point. So that collection, then you will bring it to your processing unit. So this processing will also is a step. Then it's recycling or its disposal. Sometimes it is disposed, sometimes it is recycled and disposed. So from the collection to the disposal, all the process, if you monitor it and if you regulate it in a legal framework, that is called as waste management. So this is the definition of waste management I am writing here. Waste management is the waste management collectively means a management of waste from its inception to the final stage of disposal. Thus, as one single unit, it encompasses right from the collection, processing, disposal, recycling with the process of monitoring and regulation, respectively, along with the legal framework that enable the occurrence of waste management. So why it is very important? It is very important because we have seen in previous slide that there is a lot of problem if we don't manage it. That's why it is important. We have to manage it. When we manage it, then what we will do? The importance is the indiscriminate disposal is reduced. Indiscriminate disposal is reduced, or the burning of the agricultural waste is reduced. When we reduce the burning of the waste or indiscriminate disposal of the waste, then definitely we will save the environmental pollution. So it also reduces the environmental pollution. The environment which is suitable for the human and animal, that suitable environment can be maintained, so the disease hazard can be reduced and the suitable environment can be maintained. when we do the proper waste management, we can improve the soil fertility. When the soil fertility of our farm will be improved, definitely our dependence on the chemical fertilizers will be reduced. So our dependency on chemical fertilizer is reduced, and due to the proper waste management we will improve our soil fertility. When the dependency on the chemical fertilizer will be reduced, definitely it will be good for the soil, it will be good for the plant ecosystem, because if we will apply a lot of chemicals, so lot of chemical will harm the beneficial microorganisms of the soil. It will also, a lot of chemical will also harm the some succulent or some susceptible plants, so the biodiversity is lost. So proper waste management will also improve our biodiversity. So this waste management is also good for the biodiversity. The farmers which are having some cattle also, so this waste will also produce some feeding for the cattle. So the cost of cattle feeding is reduced for the farmers. There are two more points. It can generate the employment. How it can generate the employment? One example I can give you. The waste from the processing industry. For example, it is mustard. So mustard is being produced for the mustard seed, and the seed is supplied to the oil factory for the extraction of oil. So these oil factories, they extract the oil from the mustard seed. After the oil is extracted from the mustard seed, the remaining part is known as DOC. It is commonly known as DOC. DOC means D-oil cake. D means less. Oil cake means cake where oil is less. So D-oil cake. It is a cake where oil is D. D means less, or there is no oil. So if there is no oil, it is de-oiled. So the remaining part of the oil factory is known as DOC, D-oil cake. This DOC is a very good feed for the animal because it contains lot of protein. So this DOC is a good feed for the animals. So there are some vendors at this DOC, because this oil factory, their product is oil. So this DOC is the waste for that. So there are some vendors, they collect this waste material which is waste for the oil factories. They collect this DOC from the oil factories and they supply it to the dairy as a cattle feed. Some DOCs are very good for manure. It can also generate the income, additional income for the farmers. So if farmer will do the proper waste management, farmer definitely will earn from the economic part of its agricultural produce. The waste part, if farmer will manage it, farmer can generate compost, or farmer can generate decompost, or farmer can generate electricity, and by the selling this compost, decompost, and by the selling this electricity to the government, or by utilizing its own, farmers can generate additional income also. So these are the importance of agricultural waste. This agricultural waste, it should be considered at the very important activity. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of agricultural waste. As I told you, it is if we don't manage it, there will be a lot of problem. If we manage it, even we can generate some additional economic thing, or some additional soil fertility and some additional income also. but at the same time some disadvantages associated with it. These disadvantages are, the advantage is that waste management is highly lucrative. It is a very beneficial activity. It is a lucrative. It is beneficial for the farmers and for the society also. But at the same time it should be cost effective. In most of the cases what happens, it is not cost effective. That's why rather managing it, farmers go for burning, because burning is easy for the farmer. When farmer will collect all the straw, will do some composting or we do some processing, then the end product will not be very remunerative, and the cost of this handling will be more for the farmer. So it is not cost effective, then farmer will go for the burning. This is the main problem, that it is not very cost effective. But it is lucrative not only in terms of money, lucrative in terms of health, in terms of soil fertility, in terms of pollution. So it is very lucrative, but it is not cost effective. It keeps the environment clean and fresh. Waste management, proper waste management will keep your environment clean and fresh. But the products which are created by this waste, it is a very short life. So it should be utilized very fast, otherwise again it will convert into the waste or it will spoil. For example, if you generate biogas from the agricultural waste, if it is not utilized very shortly, so it will be lost. Even the vermicompost, if you will not utilize vermicompost in a shorter time, the quality of vermicompost is lost. So it is not a very long lasting products generated from the waste. It saves, the advantage of the waste management, it saves the earth and conserve energy. But the disadvantage is there are no global buy-in. If farmer will generate electricity from the waste material, so who will buy it? Government will buy it. Some you can feed it to the government grid also, or you can utilize it internally. But if you will generate a lot of electricity and you cannot get so much buyers, so the farmer will not go for the waste management. This reduce the environmental pollution. Definitely, if, as you have seen in the first photograph, that a lot of waste material is dumped at the roadside, this will create a lot of problem, lot of bad smell, lot of disease, and lot of environmental pollution. If you do its proper management, then you will save your environmental pollution. You will reduce your environmental pollution. But sometimes visit the site where the waste management is doing. The site is very dangerous. At that site there is a bad smell, there is a chance of disease occurrence. So that sites are very dangerous. Waste management will help you to earn money. This is the advantage. But this practice is not done uniformly. This is the disadvantage. Sometimes you put your effort and your money for the waste management, but if you will not get so much return, you will break it. So the uniformity is not there. This is the again disadvantage. It creates employment, but with this advantage that it creates employment, for the employees at the site of waste management, it will cause some problems for them also. So some disadvantages are also associated with this waste management practice. So how much waste is generated in India, how much agricultural waste I am talking about, not total waste, because in total waste you will study in the next lecture that total waste means household waste, industrial waste, plastic waste, e-waste. There are several waste. But I am talking about agricultural waste, even the problems, advantage and disadvantage of waste management, which I am telling you here, that all are in relation to the agricultural waste. So, as estimated by MNRE, MNRE is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. In March 2019, this ministry has estimated that India is generating 500 million ton per year agricultural waste. In some literature, you will find that 350 million ton per year. So, Press Information Bureau in 2017, Press Information Bureau has reported that India generates 350 million ton per year waste. But MNRE in 2019 has estimated that India generates 500 million ton per year agricultural waste. India is a big country. It is in second in agricultural production, so definitely its agricultural waste will also be more. So more than India, only China and USA generates the waste. Other countries, they generate lesser than the India's agricultural waste. So this is the scenario that India generates agricultural waste. So this agricultural waste, how much waste is generated from the farming activity? We can also see that if the paddy rice production in India is 153 million ton, the waste generated is 192. If you see this sugar cane, here the waste, sugar cane production is 285 million ton per year, but waste generation is 107.5 million ton per year in the India. So here the waste to crop ratio is 0.4 only. But see rapeseed and mustard. Rapeseed and mustard. Mustard is produced for the seed production. Seed used for the oil. Mustard seed are very small. It is very light in weight. But if you see the crop, mustard plant is very big. It has a thick, not very thick stem as a tree, like a tree, but it has a somewhat thicker stem. If you compare the stem of mustard with the rice and wheat, mustard is a plant. It has branches also. So for producing 7 million ton mustard seed, we produce 17 million ton mustard waste also, and the ratio of residue to crop is 3. In most of the cases for cereal it is 1.5 or 1.7. For cotton it is 3, for mustard it is 3, and for sugarcane it is only 0.4, because sugarcane trash in volume it is very big, but most of the weight of the sugarcane plant lies in the stem. It is cane, sugarcane. We supply the cane to the mill, and the cane give us a good yield. And the lot of leaves which are dry, they are very lighter in weight. So here the residue to crop ratio is only 0.4. So this is the problem which varies crop to crop. This is the problem of waste generation depending on the crop to crop. So how we manage this waste? Or this is a problem if we don't manage it. Most of the time what happens, wheat, rice, cotton, sugarcane, farmers go for the burning. Why they go for the burning? I told you. Its management is rather more costly than its burning. But if we do its management, we can generate lot of good things. We can reduce it, reduce the environmental pollution. But this is the mishandling that farmers go for the burning of the agricultural waste. When we burn the agricultural waste, it will create a problem of fog and haze in the environment. So this is the environmental pollution. This is a big contribution of waste burning, agricultural waste burning in environmental pollution. Every year when the rice is harvested, every year you will heard in the news or you will see in the TV news that the pollution in Delhi is very big, very high, because farmers in Punjab and Haryana, they are burning the rice straw. So this is the photograph. This is the rice harvesting season, and this photograph, rice harvesting season in India, and this photograph is taken by NASA on 8th November 2017. Here you can watch that, you can see in this photograph in 8th November 2017 when farmers were burning rice straw, not only in Punjab and Haryana, even in Pakistan also. And this fog created by the burning, it is dense fog over Pakistan and Punjab, Haryana, Delhi and western part of Uttar Pradesh, and the haze is also spread because of the wind towards the eastern part of the country. So here we can see this fog in Delhi and in eastern Uttar Pradesh because of the rice straw burning. So every year when the pollution level increases in Delhi, so there is a lot of noise in news channels that farmers are burning rice straw. So this is a big problem, that farmers burn rice straw, and this, it is the haze we can see here up to Bihar and Bengal. Even in Madhya Pradesh, the pollution is created because of the haze of the rice straw burning. So this picture is especially for the pollution or fog and haze created by the rice straw burning, but other wastes are also being burnt. So in India, what happens, the waste which is produced from the several crops, farmers go for the burning. So 40% rice straw is being burned, 22% wheat straw is being burned, even 8% cotton plants, cotton residue is burned, 20% share of the crop burning or the residue burning is for sugarcane. So sugarcane, see, weight of the sugarcane trash is less, but when you go to the sugarcane field after the sugarcane harvesting, its volume is very big. So it is very difficult for the farmers to handle it. So farmers find it is easy to burn it. So this sugarcane straw burning, initially it was a very big problem, but now the share of sugarcane trash burning is reduced, because one campaign we have launched that sugarcane straw should not be burned. So we have visited so many farmers and we have taken a campaign program for not burning the sugarcane straw in Maharashtra, Andhra, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. These states, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, they are a very good sugarcane producer. Uttar Pradesh is a very good sugarcane producer. So in these states we have launched a program of awareness program for the farmers that sugarcane straw should not be burned. So sugarcane straw burning is reduced, but even farmers, they burn rice straw, wheat straw, and then thirdly they burn sugarcane straw. So every time when there is a pollution in Delhi, we start blaming the farmers of Punjab and Haryana for the rice straw burning. But this rice straw burning or crop residue burning, more specifically we can say, because rice is produced in Punjab or Haryana in a larger quantity, in a larger area, they burn. But other crops like sugarcane or cotton, in which state they are being produced, they burn their residue also. But when there is a pollution in Delhi, we start to blame the farmers of Punjab and Haryana. But if residue burning or the crop waste or the agricultural waste burning is not the problem only for Punjab and Haryana, it is a problem spread in all our country. So for the cereal, in cereal like wheat and rice, this is cereal. So cereal is burnt in Punjab maximum, then secondly it is burnt in Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. But when it is a fiber crop like cotton is a fiber crop. So cotton produce lot of residue. Cotton residue is burned in Gujarat, Maharashtra and West Bengal, and secondly in Andhra and Telangana, Punjab and Haryana. So here lot of cotton residue is burned in in Gujarat and Maharashtra. But then you will not listen it in news because there is no pollution in Delhi. When paddy straw is being burned and there is a pollution in Delhi, so news channels starts to blame the farmers of Punjab and Haryana. But here we are seeing that farmers of Gujarat and Maharashtra also burn cotton crop residue. Oil seed, mustard, Rajasthan is number one in mustard production. Definitely there will be the more crop residue or more mustard straw in Rajasthan. After Rajasthan, secondly it is produced in Gujarat. So for oil seed crop, residue is burned in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Here sugarcane is the important crop. Sugarcane burning is maximum, sugarcane trash burning is maximum in Uttar Pradesh. Secondly, it is burnt in Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. As I told you, initially even the Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, their farmers, they used to burn a lot of sugarcane trash. But here we had launched a campaign for the farmers to aware them that they should not burn it, and we have guided the farmers that how the sugarcane trash is being managed if it is not burned. So that practice we have trained some farmers. So how sugarcane trash is being managed, it should not be burned, that I will teach you in this course and further lectures also. This campaign is launched even in all sugarcane production area. Uttar Pradesh is the largest sugarcane producer, but UP farmers, they even don't obey. They are still stick to the burning of sugarcane trash. So this burning problem is not only in Punjab and Haryana for paddy straw only. It is for sugarcane trash, it is for cotton residue, it is for oil seed residue. This problem, depending upon the crop to crop, this problem is spread all over the country. So we should go for the proper waste management. When we go for the proper waste management, these are the steps which we have to follow: production, collection, transfer. We transfer it to the storage site, or we transfer it to the treatment site or the processing site where we do some treatment or some processing. Then again we transfer it to the utilization site. This way it is being managed. So how this process is being managed and what treatment is being done there, what the processing is being done for the waste, that you will come to know in this course in the further lectures. Then its utilization. So what are the utilizations of agricultural waste? Here you think that the agricultural waste is not the waste produced by the farm only. Agricultural waste is produced by the farm, produced from the livestock, produced from the poultry. Overall, consider it's agro waste. So biogas can be generated from the agricultural waste. Biofertilizers can be produced. Even from the cattle yard or from the dairy, when the animal become old and when the animal dies, so it can be transferred to the leather industry also. So these leather industries, they also collect these dead animals from the dairy for the. This also agro waste can be used for the meat, because dairy is basically for the milk production. But because slaughtering is now banned in India, not totally banned, but government is very strict. Otherwise, you know that how much meat is being exported from the India. So this agro waste can also be helpful for the meat production. It is also helpful for the alcohol production. So some agricultural waste, they are utilized for the alcohol production. Even in Madhya Pradesh, mahua is a main crop. Mahua generates a lot of waste, and from the mahua, in Madhya Pradesh, people, they are very fond of drinking this alcoholic liquor. So from the mahua, they convert it into the liquor. Because of this corona pandemic, our doctors are promoting that we should use alcohol based hand sanitizer for preventing us from the corona. So lot of the village women, they collect mahua from the farm and from the forest also, and they, because they know the alcohol production from mahua, so they just converted into alcohol and they prepared lot of hand sanitizer, alcohol based hand sanitizer in this period. So lot of employment has also been generated. Fuel production, this agro waste can also be used as a fuel in villages. This agro waste can also be used for extraction of phosphorus and calcium. Agro waste can also be used in paper and pulp industry. You have seen somewhere it is written save tree, or when you receive any email on your computer, you may read a line below your email that please don't print it and save tree. Means if you print it, you will use paper. And how paper is being produced? Paper is being produced by the tree. So basically, what tree gives to the paper industry? Tree gives this cellulose for the paper production. Our agricultural waste, they are also rich in cellulose. So if agricultural waste can be supplied to the paper industry, so they can extract cellulose from that waste also, and they can save the tree also, and these wastes can also be utilized in paper and pulp industries. So these are the utilization of agricultural waste. So in this introduction course, introduction lecture of agricultural waste management, we have come to know what is the agricultural waste, and through this lecture we have created the awareness about the problems which are arising because of the improper waste handling, and why the waste management is important. That awareness is being generated through this lecture, and what may be the utilization of agricultural waste. This awareness is being generated, how it is being converted into several other material, and it is being utilized, it is processed, that we will study in the further lectures. These are the references you can read further for this, for more understanding of this course. This book, Agricultural Waste and Residue. There is a chapter in this book, introductory chapter, Agricultural Waste as a Resource of Raw Material. This will also be helpful for you to understand the importance of agricultural waste management. Thank you very much for listening this lecture.